Hi there, this is Nicole Baker with my fourth technology tip. For this specific tip, I have decided to introduce a rubric generator called RubiStar. I found when I selected this particular resource that my goal was to keep in mind how are teachers assessing students' progress formatively and summatively, and are teachers always making the best choices in terms of their assessment. And I thought this tool would be really helpful to share with high school teachers especially, but also really anyone who makes use of project-based learning activities, so that would include certainly all K-12 teachers. So essentially my purpose in selecting this tool was to make the assessment process easier for teachers so that they could generate important data that was usable and measured the objectives teachers were trying to achieve in planning lessons and units. Here is the homepage for the RubiStar website, and the web address is rubistar.4teachers.org, and I'll share that with you again before I wrap up this presentation. The website's a little bit busy. There are quite a few ads in the margins that I've kind of cut out for the purposes of this presentation, but I think it's only because the site is a free website that you have to deal with some of the ads. What I thought was great was it's very easy. You click register right here to sign up, and there we go. And it gives you this new user form that's not very thorough, not a big deal. So again, this website is totally free, but something that was great is that there are a couple of different options for the website once you sign in and create an account. You can either find a rubric or you can create a rubric. So if you look, for example, at finding a rubric, you'll see you can search keywords, and let's just throw one in here. Let's just put math in and see what happens. Oops, words less than 3 characters will not be searched. But let's see, we do have a bunch of results that came up. So let's just take a look at one of these rubrics. We can take a look-see. And you'll see a rubric that was created for 4th graders in terms of identifying appropriate math strategies to solve problems. So this is a really simple rubric. I've seen ones that are much more complex. But just to give you an idea that there are rubrics out there that already exist. So if you go to create a rubric, there are many, many options. Something that I found particularly interesting was the 6+1 trait writing model rubric, because that's what we follow here in the state of Kansas. So if you click on that, you'll see this is more of like what the basic create your own rubric information looks like. You've got your name, the rubric project name, which you have lots of options. You can save them, print them, discard them, etc. And then you'll see this creating and editing your rubric template, which is just fantastic. You can choose all sorts of topics, whichever is most relevant to the work that you're having your students do. And then you can type right into this template, which creates this really nice, easy grid for your students to follow. When you're finished creating all of your categories, all you have to do is click Submit and preview your rubric, and then it'll take you directly to a few different options for printing or saving or publishing your rubric to the website. So it's just great. The 2 ISTE standards that I chose to align for this particular resource was ISTE standard number 3 for excellence in professional practice, because I do think that the rubric tool empowers educators to take charge of their own understanding of their assessments, of data collection, and of alignment to standards. I think it's really important that teachers as well as administrators understand the importance of working together to create the most effective learning environment for students, and that involves great assessment practices. And then finally, for systematic improvement, ISTE standard number 4, I thought that this tool really did a great job of demonstrating how administrators can help provide digital age leadership and management to improve the organization because of the way that this rubric kind of streamlines the process for teachers in terms of assessment. I hope you enjoy this tool, and I will be back with my last tip next.